All right, here's what you need today in class. You need a pencil so that you can draw or write on your paper. You need possibly markers if you would like to make it look nice and bold, but use a pencil first. Again, use a pencil first. You will only get one sheet of paper. All right, you need 2 dice for each pair. You need a large paper that is provided to you in class, and you need a device for these instructions and possibly your notebook. All right, so first we're going to do a frequency table. So we're going to use our dice to create a frequency table. So we're going to say dice, and we're going to say frequency. Okay. So what I'm going to do is on a dice, you've got 2. So the lowest number that I can get is a 2. The highest number I can get is a 12, because you can not roll anything higher than that, because on the dice it's got 6 sides. So if I roll 2 6s, the highest I can get is a 12. So dice, we're going to have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Because those are the possibilities that I can roll. I can't roll a 1 because I've got 2 dice, and I can't roll anything higher than a 12 because on my dice, the highest numbers on the 2 dice are 6s. So now you have to roll 10 times. Okay, I'm doing 10 to make it nice on you guys, so if you want to change that at all, it'll just make for a little bit difficult math. So make sure you roll 10 times. So I'm going to roll 10 times. I got a 3 and a 2. So what you do is you just add those together and you get what you rolled, which in this case is a 5. So I'm going to put over here that I got a 5 once. So I'm just going to put a little tally mark. All right. Now I got an 8 that time, so I'm going to put a tally mark off to the side. I got a 5 again, so I'm going to put a tally mark. I got a 7. I got a 4. I got a 10. I got a 5. I got a 9. I got a 6. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One more time. And I got a 7. Okay? All right, so I'm going to add up my tally marks to get my frequency of how often it happened. So this was 0 times, 0 times, 1 time. 3 times, 1 time, 2 times. 1 time, 1 time, 1 time, 0 and 0. If you want, you can do nice little lines so that you can see it a little nicer. Okay, now from our frequency table, we're going to use this data to make each of our plots. We're going to first start with our percent bar, then a dot plot, then a stem and leaf, then a box, then find the mean, median, mode, and range, IQR, center, shape, and spread, and look at a histogram. Okay, so here's what you've got to do first, is you've got your percent bar. Remember, to find your percent, you just do part over whole. Well, in this case, how many times did I roll the dice? 10 times. So if I add up my frequencies, that'll give me my whole. Well, 1 plus 3 is 4, plus 1 is 5, plus 2 is 7, plus 1 is 8, plus 1 is 9, plus 1 is 10. So my whole for each of these is going to be 10. Okay? You will have to find it for any number that you roll. You will have to find the percentage. Okay? All right, I'm going to do the 5s. I got 3 out of 10 for my 5s. You will have to change that to a decimal. In this case, 3 divided by 10 is how you find your decimal. Okay? And that goes 0.3 or 3/10. That as a percent, we move it 2 times, is 30%, because you have to add that 0. Okay? So we know that my 5s was 30, my 4s would be 10, my 6 would be 10, my 7 would be, and so on. Okay? So you would have to write in your percent bar, say here's about 30%, and say that that's for my 5s. 5s. Okay? And then you would have to fill in the rest of it. Remember, it should equal to 100%. If it doesn't, something's not quite right. All right, your dot plot, you're going to use that same exact information. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Use that same information from here and make a dot plot. I had 1 4, so I'm going to put a dot over 4. I had 3 5s. I had 1 6. I had 2 7s. I had 1 8, 1 9, and 1 10. 1 8, 1 9, and 1 10. So there's my dot plot. Then we need our stem and leaf. Well, stem and leaf. 0 and 1. Well, I had 1 10. I know that. I know I had a 9. I had an 8. I had 2 7s. I had a 6. I had 1, 2, 3 5s. And I had a 4. I know that for sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There were my 10 numbers at my stem and leaf. Again, I should not see the same exact numbers. Statistically, there's no reason why you should have the same numbers as me. All right. Then, after stem and leaf plot, you need a box plot. Okay, on a box plot, there are 5 things that you need. You need your min, you need your max, you need your Q1, Q2, Q3, and that's it. All right, so I'm going to put a number line again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, so we need to find our min, our max, our Q1, Q2, Q3. Well, I remember that I had 1 4, I had 3 5s, I had a 6, I had 2 7s, I had an 8, a 9, and a 10. All right. So our min and max are nice. Our min is my smallest, and my smallest is 4. I got it in order already, because you have to put them in order to find these things. Okay? All right, so we've got our max of 10. We've got our Q1, Q2, and Q3. Okay, Q2 is just our median, so I need to find my median. Well, here's 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4. So we've got 6 and 7 in the middle. Okay? Now, if you have 2 in the middle, you need to find the average or mean of those 2 numbers. So 6 plus 7 gives you 13. And remember, to find the mean, you add up your numbers, and then you divide by however many you added together. I added 2 together, so I'm going to divide by 2. 2 goes into 13 6 times. That's 12. Subtract. You get 1 left. I'm shocked that I have that 1 over, and I don't have any numbers left. So I bring down my 0. 2 goes into 10 5 times. So 6.5. Okay? Now, we also have to find our upper and lower quartiles. Now, this is where you need to remember that you do not include your mean. Well, my mean was 6.5, or Q2 was 6.5. Median. You do not include your median. And your median was 6.5. So I look at my numbers here, and I don't see 6.5 in my numbers. So since I don't see 6.5 in my numbers, I have to include the 6 and the 7 in my upper and lower. Okay? Because 6.5 isn't 6 and 6.5 isn't 7. And if you have a median, then you do not include your median when you find your upper and lower. So I'm going to include the 6 to find my lower. There's 1, 1, 2, 2, 5's in the middle. So 5 is my lower quartile. And then 1, 1, 2, 2, 8 is my upper. Now all I have to do is I need to take these numbers and put them on my number line to make my box plot. Remember, your box plot should look something like that. Okay, I'm going to do the exact box plot for my numbers though. I put a line at my min. I put a line at my max. I'm going to put a line at Q1. I'm going to put a line at Q2, and 6.5 is between 6 and 7. And I'm going to put a line at Q3. So I make my box, and then off of my box I connect my lines. And there's your box plot. Okay? You'll need this later to find your I, Q, R, or inner quartile range. All right, you've got mean, median, mode, and range. There was a 4, 3 5s, 6, 2 7s, an 8, a 9, and a 10. First, you need to find the mean by adding up all your numbers. In this case, I add them all up and I get 66. Okay? I stopped the video and added it up. Okay? All right, and I had 10 numbers, so I have to divide 66 by 10. 10 goes into 6. Nope, but 10 does go into 66. 10 goes into 66 6 times. That gives me 60. Subtract and get 6. Shocked. Bring down your 0. 6.6 in my case is my mean. 6.6. My median is my middle number. Didn't we just find our middle number? We did, so we don't have to do that again since we've already got it. So our median is 6.5. Okay, now our mode, that's the one that occurs the most. So 5 occurs 3 times and 7 occurs 2 times. 5 is my mode. My range, largest minus smallest, 10, minus 4, which is 6. There's your mean, median, mode, and range. Now, IQR, I'm going to go back here. IQR, again, you take Q3 and subtract Q1. So quartile 3 and subtract quartile 1. Well, quartile 3 was 8. We subtract quartile 1, which was 5. Okay? Now, remember on your box plot, this is Q1, this is Q3. Okay? All right, so we subtract that and we get an IQR for me is 3. And then the very last thing is center shape, or second to last thing is center shape and spread. All right, so for this, you need to know what your center is. Remember, center is the same thing as your middle or your median. We already found our median was 6.5. Shape, we'll talk about that here in a second. Spread is just your range. We already talked about our range. Our range is 8. My range was from 4 to 10. Right? Oh, I got my range wrong. Range was 6, not 8. Something didn't sound right when I wrote that. So my range was 6, not 8. 4 to 10 does not give me 8. So 6, not 8. Now shape. remember that long strip that I gave you with all those nice little shapes on it? Well, I would definitely have that strip out, because remember, if your mean is equal to your median, it's symmetric. If your mean is less than your median, it is left skew. Sorry. And if your median is less than your mean, it is right skewed. Okay? All right, so you have to find your center, your shape, and your spread. Okay? In my case, if I look at my mean and median, I look at mean and median. My median is less than my mean, because 6.5 is less than 6.6. So since my median is less than my mean, it is right skewed in my case. All right, your histogram, we're just going to go 0 to 1 to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So all you're going to do is you're going to say, here's 1, 2, 3. I didn't have any more than 3, but you could have rolled it 4, 5, or 6. So here I'm going to say number of times rolled. And here I'm going to say number rolled, meaning what number did I roll. So we're going to say 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If you rolled an 11, 11, and 12. So there's my 2. Okay. Did I roll a 2? No, I didn't roll a 2. 3, I didn't roll a 3, but I did roll a 4. So my 4, I'm going to put it, oh, it's a little bit high. 4, I'm going to put it 1. Okay. 5, I rolled 3 5s, so I'm going to put 3 there. 6, I rolled 1 6. 7, I rolled 2 7s. 8s, I rolled 1. 9s, I rolled 1. 10s, I rolled 1. I did not roll any 11s or 12s. So there's my histogram. Okay? And that's it. That's what you need to do today.